look good. All the colors. I'm doing great today. We've got a really entertaining show. Britney Spears made her big X Factor debut last night. I watched, and you know I have an opinion. Plus, look out, Lindsay Lohan. There's a new bad girl in town. And I'm talking bad girl. Come on, let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. It's so funny how oh, thank you. It's so funny how in our old studio, who's been here before? Okay, welcome. Do you guys remember in the old studio when I said time for Hot Topics and I'd run over there? And then, because the stage area was a lot smaller, and then my crew would scurry and push the table and I'd be almost tripping over cords. Look, we put on a great show, but it was very, very intricate behind the scenes, right? This one, there's a whole lot of space, and we show the run, which is not such a good run. Remember, 2 left feet and knock knees. Welcome. So I was waiting for this moment to talk. I'm showing a muscle. Oh, Rambo, you almost missed it. I was waiting for this moment to talk to you about X Factor because we haven't seen Britney Spears do a whole lot, except for she's been recording music, but for the past year. And I don't know about you, I had some skepticism as to whether or not she could deliver what we like on our judging shows. Is she really worth the $15 million that reportedly she was paid to do X Factor? Is she good enough to replace Paula Abdul? Even though it's not a replacement, but she's sitting in Paula's chair, sure. But it turns out that she was a tough judge. Did you think? She was tough, and her face really couldn't hide what she was thinking. Look, right? All night she was screw-facing. Like, really? Well, Britney seemed really focused, which was nice to see. But remember this, the show was taped, edited, and pieced together. So I don't know about you, I'm gonna reserve my actual judgment on whether Britney did a good job when the live shows happen. Because there was a point last night, there were several points last night where it looked like, and the Academy Award goes to Britney. Especially when, do you remember the guy that performed, who sang background for her at one point in her career? And they kicked him off, he didn't make it through, and he fell down to the ground and cried. Didn't that all seem like an acting job? Was I the only one? No, honestly, clap if you thought that was acting. And it's weird because I want to jump on Twitter and I want to talk like this to you at night, but I say, well, if I tell you at night, then, I don't want to talk about it tomorrow because I've already done it, but I couldn't wait to get here and ask you, so you thought it was acting too. I really did like Demi Lovato. And I have to tell you, aside from having a really relatable regular girl's body and a great bun and being as cute as a button, this is a good bun and cute as a button, she's likable. I didn't even know who she was. I'm out of that demographic. She was one of these Disney kids, Demi who, Demi what, we want to see Britney, but you know what? She held her own. So some of the contestants that caught my eye last night was the Rihanna look-alike type girl. Now, I don't remember any of these people's names. All I know, like Rihanna and the Cassie girl kind of combined. She was good, right? A superstar. And then another one who caught my eye was the Justin Bieber look-alike. I don't know the boy's name. The problem, right? No, but he says he gets that all the time, and he sang, and I think he's 15 years old, and my thing is that we already have a Justin Bieber, and he's still young enough to be Biebering. So why would we want almost a carbon copy of the same thing? The only thing that could separate this kid from Bieber is if he actually grows. No, really, no, you know what I'm saying. And then the bully girl, I wasn't falling for it. I did reality TV, I know the score. Sometimes the stories are better than the actual performance. Like Dancing with the Stars. Do you know? I mean, I think that You know, she sang okay, but I was more softened by her bully story. And, you know, I know that a lot of you all might have cried during it. I didn't cry because I was just like, there she goes, telling a better story than the music. Anyway, we'll continue to judge with the judges because part 2 of the X Factor premieres tonight at 8 o'clock on Fox. There you go. And so, you know, it seems like not a day goes by without a celebrity getting in trouble with the law, so it's time for celebrity justice. Hit it. Okay. I predicted it, and it happened. I just didn't think it would happen so soon. Chad Ochocinco, the football player and reality star, has been charged with misdemeanor battery. In August, that's his mugshot, though. He might be bad, but he looks good. Look, until he says honey chow or chow please or whatever he does. You know that chow thing that he does? What man talks like that? Anyway, in August, Chad was arrested for headbutting his wife of 5 months, Evelyn Lozado, from Basketball Wives on Miami. And now things aren't looking good for Chad. You know, Evelyn has filed for divorce. Now we can clap for that. And then Chad was released from the Miami Dolphins. The reality show that he was going to do with Evelyn was canceled by VH1. And if Chad is convicted, he faces a year in jail. So, oh, but you did it to yourself. So, oh well. All right, moving on, because to our next celebrity offender. And here's the hot mess that I was teasing you about when I first came out of the doors. The former Nickelodeon star, Amanda Bynes. Hold on, there's more to the story, because I know you're tired of the story, except we have more. Do you remember originally we reported that Amanda was arrested for DUI after allegedly sideswiping a police car? She claimed that she was innocent and she doesn't even drink. Then she tweeted President Obama asking him to fire the 2 cops that arrested her. And even though her license was suspended and still is to now, TMZ just released new photos of Amanda driving around LA. TMZ reports that she was joyriding with some tacos from Baja Fresh. Hold on. And then spotted smoking out of what looks like a pipe. I went to college. I'm not talking anymore. All I'm saying is, wow, Amanda. And then the inside of her car filled with trash. We have a picture. BMW, just ruined. No detail job. Look, blanket in the wind. Can imagine what it smells like in there. Then she went to a spa for 3 hours. Hold on. Then, after the spa, she continued to aimlessly drive around. Mind you, I guess this is TMZ following her the whole time, and she doesn't realize there's a tail on her. Because after the spa, and then she drove around, then she stopped again to smoke in the Home Depot parking lot. And last week, she was charged, everybody, with 2 separate hit-and-run incidents. Mind you, this is on a suspended license. Her next court date is September 27th. You know we're on it. She faces up to a year in jail. What I don't understand is why can't she just stay off the streets? This girl is worth almost around... Here's the thing. You know, that Nickelodeon money did well for her. She's worth about $8 million, so she can get a car service or something. Or is she thinking that she misses the limelight and maybe by doing illegal things, she's got our attention? Because I heard the name, playing in the other room, on those Nickelodeon shows back when my kid was a kid. But many people, we don't know what she does modernly. What was she on, the Jenny Garth sitcom? She was on Jenny Garth sitcom.
Yeah, and she did Hairspray.
And she did Hairspray, okay. Well, Good luck, Amanda. You know, her father's a dentist and her parents have been married for 40 years. And I'm not saying that that makes a perfect home, but at least there's two people who could possibly, you know, shake the righteousness back into her. And, you know, it's very sad. This is a very sad story. Anyway, during the summer, one of the things that caught my eye while we were on break is that show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo Chow, or Honey Boo Boo. All right. You have to not own a TV to know, or living under a rock, but I'll explain this show to you. Okay, it's about a self-proclaimed redneck family. That's what they call themselves. And it stars that 7-year-old, the shortest one. She's a pageant queen, and her name is Alana, AKA Honey Boo Boo. Now, her mother's name is June, and her daddy's name is Sugar Bear, and she has 3 sisters, Pumpkin, Chickadee, and Chubbs. And I have to tell you something. This show is a ratings hit. More people watched Here Comes Honey Boo Boo than the Republican National Convention. We've seen them do all kinds of things on this show that just shock us all, like eat roadkill. No, for real, not even with hot sauce, just the roadkill. We've seen them go shopping in local dumpsters. We've seen them bob for pig snout. And last night, the grossness continued. They played a game of what the family calls Whose Breath. They put a, no, look. They put a blindfold on Honey Boo Boo, and everybody blew in her face. And then you guess which family member it is. I've got the clip, take a look.
Pumpkin! Not like Booty Boo.
You gosh, sugar bear. Holy ew, what the hell did you eat? It smells like someone ain't brushed their teeth in 25 years.
And then another one that caught my eye is June made spaghetti for the family. The spaghetti was ketchup and butter. And they set up a lemonade stand. And I tell you, we swig at our house, but you're not gonna come to our house after I swug out of something. That's the past tense of swig. I'm not gonna swig and then serve you. I'm not that kind of girl. Honey Boo Boo swigged out of the lemonade that they took outside to sell to people on this roadside. Okay, but look. I was judging too, I know, but there are 2 sides to this story. First of all, you can't hate on this family. There are more people living like that than we know. Maybe they don't live next door to you, they don't live next door to me, but there are a lot of people in America that live like that, number 1. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Number 2, they nodded, but they didn't clap. Look, number 2, there is more love in this family, I bet you, than we find at our next door neighbor's house, right? They love each other, they love each other. And then the other thing is that this family is making money that they normally wouldn't be making. I mean, and it is train wreck TV, but people seem to like train wreck, and that brings us to today's hot question of the day. Hell, hit it. Is the show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo TV entertainment or exploitation? I say both. Now I want to hear from you. Go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think, okay? Okay, good. Thank you. Well, as we all know, reality TV tends to break up marriages, and the divorce between the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Adrienne Maloof and her husband Paul Nassif is getting really ugly. Now, you know, Adrienne's got big money. She's that Maloof family and, you know, the casinos and the Sacramento Kings. But Paul is no schlub. He's a top-rated plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. And so I'm sure he's making plenty of 7 figures. And anyway, they've been separated since July. They have 3 children. They've been married since 2002. Their children aren't a part of the reality show. They keep them sheltered. But according to TMZ, who obtained the divorce papers, the accusations are flying. Adrienne is accusing Paul of carrying a gun within reach of the children. Also, she's accusing him of drunk kayaking and one of their kids fell into the water. She's also accusing him of going camping and losing one of the kids for 45 minutes. And recently, one of the neighbors, there was a fire at the neighbor's house, and Paul didn't help evacuate the kids. But he helped Charlie Sheen. Do you remember when, look, do you remember when Charlie Sheen was neighbors to them? And then Paul called 911 after Charlie called Paul after an alleged binge. Do you remember that? But Paul's claims to Adrienne that she's verbally and physically abusive, and he cites an incident in July where she downed 4 vodka sodas with a splash of grapefruit and went on a 45-minute rampage, beating him in the chest and face and legs. Listen, Paul defends the gun-carrying thing by saying he's protecting his sons who are heirs to a $1 billion fortune. Makes sense, right? You know, including the Sacramento Kings, whose fans now are rabid. Shout out to everybody in Sacramento. They're angry because if the Kings pull out of the city, that's a lot of money lost. So, I've got to say about Paul and Adrienne, they were guests on our show last fall, and I really do like them, but I never see anything romantical with them, not even when I watch the show. They seem more like brothers and sisters. They don't seem like they share the same bedroom. They don't even seem like they live on the same floor in the house, and they definitely don't seem like they ever have sex.